This is the plaintiff, Hector Prouse. He says he went to the defendant's office to replace an old bridge thinking he was a dentist, but as it turns out, he was only a technician. The guy improperly installed teeth in his mouth. They didn't fit right. They damaged his permanent teeth, and he's here suing this imposter for every penny of the $5,000 he's owed. This is the defendant, Matthew Gita. He says he's been in business 46 years, and he tried to help the plaintiff out by giving him what he wanted. The type of denture the plaintiff asked for was inexpensive, and he told him it wasn't the best option for him, but the guy insisted. Looking back, he thinks this was a big setup from the beginning because the plaintiff finally told him he was going to make a lot of money off of him in court. Bottom line, he owes this scammer nothing. He's accused of a dental disaster.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff says the defendant impersonated a dentist and replaced a bridge that didn't fit, but the defendant says the plaintiff insisted on the wrong denture. It's the case of bridge over troubled gums.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Prouse, you are suing Mr. Gita for $5,000, $500 that you want refunded to you, that you paid him, and then $4,500 for pain and suffering because he did a terrible job on some dentures you had him do. Tell me what happened.
Thank you. Your Honor, I went to this gentleman for a dental work on a bridge because I lost a tooth. So the old bridge that I had wasn't working. So he says, I recommend to you, Mr. Prouse, to have a new one. So I'm a technician, I have good experience and all that, and I can fabricate one that is going to be permanent.
Wait, why did you go see him? He's a technician?
Yes,
He's not a dentist.
Dental lab technician.
Right, but hold on. Who referred you to him?
Oh, I went to a restaurant, to have a coffee, and I was talking, to the waitresses and waiters and all that, and they told me, somebody, laboratory that they do dental work. I says, hey, we have, technicians from that lab where this man works that come here to eat. So I can refer to
But
to
why
the
would you go
address
there
on
instead of a dentist? Are you a dentist?
No, I'm not a technician.
Were you a dentist elsewhere?
No.
Okay. So why would you go to a dental? Are you allowed to see patients?
I am, yes, in a certain way. I mean, limited.
Right, but this doesn't sound limited. You saw him.
Limited,
where did you see him?
Limited means for only specific procedures.
So what procedures are you allowed to do as a non-dentist?
Dentures and partials, removable dentures and partials.
Not just fabricate them, but
That's
actually
correct.
see the patient, fit the patient, and decide what the patient's going to have? You're allowed to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so what happens?
Thank you, Your Honor. So I
Was
said,
it cheaper
how
than
much?
going to a dentist? Is that why you went to him?
Because of the money.
Yeah.
I went to a dentist,
And the
with
dentist wanted
license
how
and all
much?
that. He charged me like $3,000.
Right. So we have a saying, lo barato sale caro. The cheap comes out expensive.
Yes, Your Honor, and I pay my dues, and I'm going to show you the reason why I'm here.
Okay,
So
talk to
thank
me.
you.
Show it to me.
Thank you. So I went, so he says, you need a new work. Forget about the old one. This one is going to be repaired. It cannot be fixed because I'm not going to give you any warranty on this. So I says, okay, so do a new one. But what he did was a real Mickey Mouse. He put it just in front of my teeth. And, Your Honor, whenever I buy something, it came off. So I went back to see him the following week and says, your work is terrible. So he says, what do you want? I says, exactly what I had before, similar to this. So he says, sir, excuse me, sir, can you show to the owner
grab some,
the bridge I make?
gloves
Thank
here.
you.
Go ahead.
So when I went to see the gentleman, Your Honor, he has this fixed with wires, like electrical wires or something like that, and he burned the piece that he made in the front. That it was in bad shape because he went like a zigzagging up and down, and he says, okay, I'm going to fix this, and he make this like that. So, Your Honor, days later, it was zigzagging on my teeth. I couldn't eat anything. I had to pull this out and to bite without my tooth the way you see me now. So what happens, he says, Hector, you come back here, and I'm going to fix this for you. So what he did was he burned it. You know, he has like a flame, like a torch, and he pushed these wires, Your Honor, like that. Instead of one touch.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm sorry.
I know they're not yours. What I wanted to show to you is this is what he's saying you made for him. Is that correct?
I guess, I don't know.
Because the wire's exposed. How would somebody have that fit appropriately in their mouths and touch their gums? That's not going to be wearable. The wire's exposed on that. Did you make it with the wire exposed like that?
Are you asking me?
Well, who the heck else would I ask? Did you make it with that wire exposed as I see there?
Yes, at his demand. He wants it
So
that way.
he's the dentist now.
No, he wants it that way because the previous one that he used to have it has wires. And the one that I gave it to him has no wires
wait,
on
just
it.
hold on. Okay, not everybody wants to touch your stuff so fast. Wait, we need a second to get used to it. And
Yeah, you're right. It's
Go
very
ahead.
dangerous.
Go over there and
Bacteria or
grab
something
his.
like that. Thank you. Yes, terrible. Just touch it like this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
That was made
that's the one you had in before.
before.
Well, let's see if it has wires exposed. No, it doesn't. So, are you just not talented enough to make it?
Can I see
that?
it? Can I see it, please?
Yeah, of course. But didn't you see them in your office?
5 times.
See how they don't have exposed wires?
That's not the one. That's not the one.
Wait a minute. So what do you think he did? He had like a special one made for the
Yeah,
case?
he has a different one.
He doesn't have the money for the dentist, but he has the money to make up evidence against?
He has a different one.
Have you ever had some trouble with has anybody ever said you can't do what you do?
No.
So how many times did you go back to him before?
5 times, Your
5
Honor.
times? And
Yes.
when you would go in, what would he do?
He burned. He has some torch there, and he burned the acrylic material to adjust that wire forcefully. And I was, waiting for him to finish. And says, Mr. Prowse, this is ready, already ready. Put it on. I came and adjusted my teeth.
And then you would
I
say,
just-
this hurts. And then
Yes.
he would say, you'll get used to it.
On the 5th time, Your Honor,
Right.
the reason that I went to him for the last time, and he got mad when he saw me. Oh, you are here again and all that. I said, yes, because the gum, I was bleeding on the gums, and my mouth was inflated, like a basketball. So that's the reason that I went to see, and he got mad with me. He says, get the hell out of here. I don't want to do any work for you anymore. You have to pay me. You have to pay me again.
Okay.
And that's what I got upset.
Tell me your version of that.
Your Honor, approximately a year ago, he came into my laboratory with the work done somewhere in his country, a questionable type of work, asking me if I can do a repair on his existing partial. And I was affirmative, and I said, yes, I can do, but this one is not fitting actually your mouth, and it won't fit your mouth. But I'll do the repair for you.
Wait, so you're saying he ordered you to do a repair that wouldn't work, and you told him it wouldn't work?
No.
So therefore you shouldn't be sued for it not working?
No, I told him that the partial that he's actually wearing is not going to work because it's a bad partial.
Well, he knows it didn't work. That's why he's going to see you. He needs something new. He needs to fix something.
No. Initially, he came to me to do a repair for his existing partial.
Right, so you told him we have to do a new one.
That's correct. To have a better material and a better work.
Okay.
And he agreed.
I still don't quite understand. So did you make him a new appliance or you didn't?
I did.
You
Your
didn't
Honor,
just alter his appliance.
He wants me to alter it.
And did you do that or did you make him a new
did.
appliance?
No, I did alter it. Yes.
So you didn't make him a new appliance?
No.
So what you did was alter his appliance?
I explained to him it's not going to last.
Then why don't you just not do it?
I did it.
No, why don't... Well, look where we are. If you think something is not appropriate, you're supposed to be the specialist. So if you think, no, it's going to break, I can't do that. Why don't you just say no instead of taking his money?
He took his responsibility.
How about your
Honor.
responsibility?
So would you let a dental technician replace a bridge?
Absolutely not. I was a dental technician in the United States Navy, and I think the best thing is to go with a dentist.
Really? You were really?
Yes, I was a dental technician.
Did you ever do something like this? You clearly screwed it up if you did, and that's why you're saying.
I worked on and made them, but I certainly wouldn't insert it into a patient, nor would I be allowed to, even in the Navy.
Fair enough. Nice talking to you. By the way, Sergeant Air National Guard, going inside the courtroom.
How about your responsibility to make sure that you don't do something that he can't use? If you say it's garbage, well, how about you just don't do it?
He insisted. He says, I do not feel comfortable.
All right, well, that didn't make him comfortable. So then he comes back, and you have a guarantee. So why didn't you just make something that worked?
Technically, it's impossible, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Gita, tell me how on earth you think I'm not going to, at a minimum, refund this man's $500 if you hold yourself out to be able to do this work and then don't do it appropriately, and he can't wear it. I mean, definitively, he gets back his $460, was it? $460. So, but the question is, he is now suing you for $5,000 because he wants this up to the statutory maximum in pain and suffering.
Exactly.
Right. Talk to me about your pain and suffering. That's what I need to hear.
Thank you. I went to see him, and he sat me in a dental chair. He's not a dentist. And he grind me the lower teeth,
He
with
ground
the
your
machine.
teeth?
Yeah, the lower teeth and this one here. He grind me
Did that happen?
to fit.
No.
In order to fit.
You didn't
Your
grind his
Honor.
teeth?
I'm not allowed to do it, and I'll never do it.
He played like a dentist. He has a bunch of dentists, illegal aliens, and they work there for him. So in order to fit this Mickey Mouse, word that he made.
Tell me about your pain and suffering.
So, Your Honor, so when I wake up the last time that I went to see him, my mouth was inflated, like a basketball. Let me put it that way. So when I was trying to brush my teeth, I felt terrible pain. I said, "What the heck is that?" So I took a gauze and I put it inside, and it became red. The blood I have on my last tooth. On my last tooth, both sides.
So the appliance was
and I got
painful.
blood.
Tell me then, what did you have to go to a dentist because it was so painful? Did you have to get drugs because it was? What was your pain? Tell me about your
Thank
pain
you.
and suffering.
So as you see, I didn't want to look like this.
Okay.
So at this time, I went to a real dentist.
And
they have also labs that they work out and that's what they repair, the old one, the one that was made in New York University, and they fixed it for me. But
So-
it cost me $400 because I didn't walk the streets and talk to the people the way how you see me now.
all right,
So
I
it
don't want to
was
see you
terrible.
that way. Put that
Right.
thing in. No, never mind.
Thank you.
So how much did it cost? It cost you less to go to the dentist than to go to him?
They charged me because I had the bridge already. So the only thing that they
So
had
wait,
was
so
the tooth.
I thought the reason you went to him originally was because you didn't want to spend a lot of money. It turns out that he was more money than going to the dentist?
$400 it cost me.
But that's
one
so
tooth.
little. Why didn't you just do that from the beginning?
Because I went to see him.
It seems stupid, right?
Stupid, very
Yeah,
stupid.
okay.
Terrible mistake.
All right. Mr. Gita, I'm going to order you to return the $460 that he paid. I am also going to order you to pay him another $540 in pain and suffering for a total of $1,000 verdict for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
So the plaintiff gets a judgment for $1,000. Mr. Gita has just come out of the courtroom. He made it sound like you were actually practicing dentistry. Drilling his teeth? Were you doing that?
No, I said it in court. I don't.
All right. Well, you've had a bad day in court. Sorry about that. You must sign a few documents on your way out.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. Here comes Mr. Prowse.
Yes, thank you, sir.
You've been suffering for a while. How is it right now?
I
mean, you
feel
okay,
good.
or
I
did
put
you-
it back now.
Do you still need more dental help? I mean, do you need another bridge, a better bridge designed for you?
This
Or are
one,
you okay?
the upper is okay. The lower, yes, I need because he grinded the lower teeth,
Well,
and I have a pain.
He denied dying.
He denies everything. But you imagine, I'm upset with this man. He's a lousy liar. What you can do about with a man like that, sir?
You've learned a valuable lesson. Next time, go to a dentist.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
I will, sir.
Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Feel sorry for you. I think we all do. Harvey?
Okay, Doug, this is a really good example of how you don't save money when you try to save money. This plaintiff should have absolutely, positively gone to a real dentist in the first place.